started. Okay, so I did this drawing a few days ago, as you may or may not know, and now I'm gonna I'm just gonna go through the process of how I did this, and then we can move on to my next drawing of the day, week, hour, month, who knows. So, okay, so here's what I've learned, right? For my drawing process personally, starting off with just drawing a simple rough sketch of the hand does not work the best. I actually learned during this that it works a lot better for me, at least, if I do a silhouette of a drawing and then use the silhouette as like my hand mold and then color it in from there. If that makes sense. You'll see in a second. The proportions with this is just a little bit off, so I used a silhouette here in the corner, and then I got the proportions much, much better, and I'm using a reference for this. This is an art study, not, me trying to be like, "Oh, look how cool I am, I can do this off the top of my head," you know? So then I trace the silhouette, which immediately it looks 10 times. Let's go back to before, after, immediately better. Um So now I go to actually shading it in. I don't know why I didn't use it on the actual I don't know why I didn't just go to the shading I had earlier, but whatever. Oh, welcome, Sugar Rush. Hi, Ash. I can't stay because I'm reading right now. Ooh, iconic. I hope you have a great time. Honestly, don't even worry coming back. I hope you have an amazing time with your book, and I hope you get deeply entranced so much that you forget the stream of it exists. I I hope you get so invested into your story that you have a break from reality. Um, that's the best any reader could hope for. But no, yeah. Hi, friends. Welcome, Sugar Rush. I feel like I haven't seen you in a hot second. I hope life is going all good. Okay, so I have a lot of books I need to read. Lol. Felt heard seen. I have a lot of books to catch up on. Actually, I've been instead of buying new books. Fun story. What's it called? I don't know why, but something, something, something I was talking about on stream about books really inspired me to go back and actually finish books that I've started. I have a bad habit of listening to audiobooks or reading a book and getting to the last like 50 pages or last hour of a book and then dropping it. Not because the ending's boring, but because I just don't want the book to end. But no, I've been working on ending some series. Like in one of the series I just finished, the two main characters got married at the end. I was like, I was not expecting this. Anywho, but no, yeah. Also, don't forget to like stream. But no, yeah, okay. So we have that, and that's how I learned that process. And this one, I just used the techniques I learned from this drawing, but with more, normal living skin tones. So what I did is, oh, my toxic trait is buying books when I know I have a library that's worth the read already. I felt that. Ugh, I used to have so many books in my room, and then I donated most of my non-spicy books to my high school library before I graduated. But no, yeah. I had to go to Goodreads and, like, review each book. I'm like, "Is this high school appropriate?" My idea of what is or is not appropriate is so janky that like, Google's my friend, okay? 'Cause I skip all the spice, so I don't remember which one has spice or not spice. How am I supposed to know? But no, yeah, I just erred on the side of caution. Anything beyond hand-holding, I was went into the note pile. Um, I loved the librarian, I'm not getting her in trouble. Okay, so with this one, a majority of it wow, this is a fast time lapse. So, okay, gradient map, right? So that's how we have these flat, colors. It's mostly just, arranging from yellow to purple. That's how I got these skin tones. Then I started adding, pink around the knuckles and the fingertips. And then I added green, like gray, greenish blue, which I need to figure out how to do this with darker skin tones, but for lighter skin tones, adding some green does seem to look nice. Adding some purple to the back of the hand, blending, adding a few highlights, and then it's just the pencil from there. I don't read anything. I felt that. I used to get books from my school had, like, would always have, like, a free bookshelf, but you could, like, keep books. like books no one read. Like on like I got a lot of encyclopedias from there. Um, I also used to listen to there's like okay, so sometimes people on YouTube upload audiobooks that are just videos on YouTube that just happen to be there. And sometimes I just happen to stumble into one of those books and just give it a listen. Some of them were good, some of them weren't good. Um, None of them were age appropriate. But yeah, we had a nice time. Not saying that you should do that, but that was my youth. But those were more popular when I was in high school. They don't really get uploaded anymore. Good for the authors. But yeah. Uh I only read webtoons. Iconic? But also, can you take a moment to appreciate this pencil? I didn't color or drop this at all. I'm so proud of myself. That's a good looking pencil. Okay, let's go to I only read webtoons. Oh gosh, webtoons are nice. Don't knock it. Let me find a I don't even know what I'm gonna draw, to be honest. I knew I was gonna draw a hand. Hands is. I want a hand covering a face. Hand on face. I don't want it to be cute. I want it to be weird. Make it weird. Mm, None of these are weird. I need a goofy goober, hand to face contact. Maybe even a little bit on the spooky side. Some of these could work. I could do this one. We're eating this one to my phone. I mean, my iPad. The Bluetooth is not on my iPad. Give me a second. Okay, now we're gonna airdrop it to me. I don't know. Didn't wasn't there a chat here? Ah, there you are. Hold up. Imma call Kay for a bit if you don't mind. Ooh, have fun. Okay, edit, adjust, grayscale. Okay, we're gonna try to do a full actual drawing, in black and white of a face with a hand. We're going to have hand to face contact. It's gonna be amazing. You're gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. Multiple people are crying. And maybe people will throw up a little bit. Don't worry about it. It happens. It happens to the best of us. Okay. Okay, let's see. Diane. Diana. Been a while since I've done a face drawing. I want that good old hand to face contact. You know, some people say, oh, you shouldn't draw guidelines because that's a canon event. So don't prevent people from doing them, but don't do them either. But true artists don't do guidelines. I still do guidelines. I don't really use them that much, but I like the way they look. It's They give me good vibes, they make me happy, and my happiness is what matters. We're giving her a chin. She shall be a chinned individual. Nothing can stop me from doing that. Neck. Maybe we should reduce the chin a bit. Less chin, less neck. This is an anti-neck live stream. No necks allowed. Hi. Many artists do guideline, it's not a crime. No, yeah. I think part of it too is that, I think sometimes with, like, YouTube advice, there's, like, a idea that there's one type of process that you have to have or you're not doing it right, and I'm like, so many people have so many different processes for different things and different art styles that lead them different directions with their art, you know? 'Cause, like, I don't know, if everybody had the same exact process, then I don't think we'd learn any new techniques, and then we never have new art styles. And I think some processes or art style techniques or whatever exist for a reason, but I do think that what is art if we don't break those, you know? Since when have artists been good at listening to people? Anyway, lips, eyes, nose. Good enough. I hate that nose. We're keeping that nose line out. We're focusing on hands. I'm gonna leave for a bit. I might come back later. Okie dokie. Okay, so oh gosh. I don't even know if I've done any hand side profiles recently, but we'll try. We're gonna miss a few muscle groups for a good few seconds, but we'll figure it out. Nope. Okay, hold on. We're gonna map this out better actually. We got a little bit on her chin. The palm area stops at her mouth. The actual heel of the hand is down here somewhere in the middle of her neck, mouth, and then we should have one of the fingers right over her eyeball. This is in the middle of that finger, curve, curve. This one's touching the eyebrow, and this one's right underneath. Okay, that's something. That's a start. This this is stuff. But no, yeah, I started listening to a new YouTube channel right before I started stream. Oh gosh, what's her face? Her name is Kat Graffam. Graffam. And I really liked her content so far. Uh, but yeah, I usually don't watch any videos that have to do with art. Um, but she's vaguely arts, vaguely video essay content, and I like the energy. It's nice. Um, Perfection. It's complete. I know. It's beautiful. I'm done. Okay, let's see. Um, okay, so I think the curve here is not going to be as big as the curve on the hand here. That's where we got all our fat. Oh my gosh, you know what I was thinking about? When I was a kid, I always used to wanna draw, like, really skinny characters, like, like, the middle school anatomically correct skinny characters? Um, but, like, it's not, like, intentional like a Tim Burton character, it's just a character with, like, janky body standards. And I was thinking about that, and I'm like, I don't know how to word this. I think part of the reason it looks so janky is just because I think when you perceive fat as, like, a bad thing or whatever, you forget how much of, like, anatomy has to do with just fat distribution. Like, that's really something that unless, like, once again, unless it's, like, something that's very intentional with your art style, as far as just, like, learning anatomy goes, learning fat distribution is incredibly important, just like learning muscles and learning, bone structures and all that whatnot. And I don't know, I just something I've been thinking about. Um, but no, yeah. Once again, nothing against, like, those super skinny art styles, like Tim Burton-esque, but I think those are done with an intentionality and a knowledge of how anatomy works in the first place, and then they go into those types of art styles. Also, Tim Burton's art is based off of, I'm not the biggest Tim Burton fan, but I do know Tim Burton's art is based off of, Edgar Allan Poe, and Edgar Allan Poe's beauty standards are based off his mother, who had tuberculosis, which explains a lot. The more you know. Oh, yeah. By the way, in case you wanna know what that looks like, that would be people with tuberculosis tend to have big eyes, they look very gaunt, skinny, pale, um, in other words, ill, and I do mean big eyes, like, their eyes look larger and more doll-like, I guess. But yeah. Okay, let's see. I think I made the fingers too long. Or something's off about the fingers, I know that. Maybe they aren't thick enough. Meow. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. Why do some artists know what they're doing? I don't know, 'cause I don't, and that perplexes me very easily. Do-do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do. Liquefy. This is kinda cheating, but I don't care that much, 'cause her hand needs to curve more down over here. Can I get the entire hand to curve? Size. Wow, I did it all by myself with just the power of my? Yes. Mhm. Uh-huh. Yes. I'm a traditional artist. I've This is actually my first digital art piece ever, as you can tell. Um, so yeah, you should be lenient on me. Okay, let's see. This one is pinky finger in the middle of this hand. These should be curving around. Oops. Down and out, around. Finger here, finger here. Fingers, this one. Oh, hi, Rainbow. Drawing hands again today. Yeah, except I'm drawing a person with it. Although I think I'm gonna do another spooky drawing. But no, yeah. That's the plan. So I finished this drawing already. Wow, look at her. So beautiful, so glorious, so glassy, if you may. And now we're working on this little guy. Also, how's your day going? My day is going swimmingly. I walked my tortoise. He was a little goofy goober. He got stuck behind his water dish again. It doesn't matter where you move it, he will move it to somewhere he can get stuck in. Why am I always late help? I think, YouTube tends to not, notify people as much, hence me having a Discord. But I wish there was, like honestly, I wish instead of having to have a Discord, YouTube would just notify people. That would be great, because not everybody likes Discord, and that's okay, because Discord confuses the ever loving daylights out of me too. But yeah. I think this needs to be raised a little bit more. Okay. Don't question how janky the hands are right now. They'll look better later, probably, maybe. Who knows? Oops, I forgot to fill this part in. Bloop. Where? I'm missing somewhere. Oh, there it is. Yard. Let's go. Okay, I changed an idea from, what's it called? I changed my idea from a girl eating apple to those things that widen your teeth, that are clear. Oh, you get them at the Invisalign? Or do you mean, an expander? Da-ba-da. Oh, yeah, I was thinking about our conversation yesterday, like, about, like, the whole clean gorilla thingy, and I think you might be right. I think I have a tendency to not want to jump to conclusions, even if conclusions should be jumped to, you know? I don't know, just, like, the way my brain works. Or, I guess another way to word it is being a little too conflict adverse. So even if there's somebody says something that is insulting, my brain's just like, "But what if I'm the problem?" And I'm, like, overreacting and stuff. Just interesting. Which I feel like a smarter YouTuber could probably make a whole video essay about, like, I don't know, people of color, like, underestimating how much bigotry is towards them in an attempt to keep the peace or whatever, but I'm not that YouTuber. But I am a person of color. Wow. But no, yeah. Okay. So right now no, no, let me look it up, BRB. Okie dokie. A retainer? Okay, Invisalign, expander, permanent retainer. Okay, let's see. So I know that what's it called? I know that this is gonna be a difficult drawing. I can tell you that much. Okay, so I can see that the finger here is gonna be lower than here, obviously. So let's make sure that the bone is obviously above. I know it's going to dip in here a little bit and then back out, back over here. By the way, if you guys notice any details I'm off on, feel free to tell me. Sometimes there are gonna be things that I've already seen, I just haven't gotten to yet. But even then, just pointing it out could really help strengthen the fact that I need to look over this one part in a drawing. Oh yeah. In short, after thinking about it more, I agree with what you said about the Colleen thing yesterday, Gray. I think I just have a tendency to underreact to things sometimes. Okay, let's see. Um, the pinky finger is way too thick. Oh, yeah, so I was talking about, Colleen and how I was unsure whether or not it was oh gosh, I don't know how to word it. I was just unsure about the whole Colleen thing as far as her I know how I stand about, the drawing itself and, her instructions when it comes to drawing faces. I'm so bad at wording things, but I was unsure how I felt about the word gorilla, specifically because she said that she's not from the West, and I'm like, there's a chance that she doesn't know, but there's also a chance that she does know. And you were just like, I don't know. I think she does, and she's just saying that she doesn't. And after thinking about it, I think you might be right. I just tend to underreact to things because I'm often unsure if I'm being overreactive or not. So I just err on the side of caution. But no, yeah. After some reflection, I think you're right. Yeah. I could have worded it better, yes. No, no, you're fine. No, yeah, but I do really enjoy having Date I really enjoy hearing differing opinions on things. Um, I know, but that's it. I just it sounds like I'm going somewhere with that. I really enjoy hearing differing opinions. Oh, I guess I could add to that, because to hear different opinions allows me to expand and reflect on my own positions on things. I'm not always going to agree with somebody else's disagreement with what I said, but even if let's say I say something, and then even if I completely disagree with what the other person said, simply disagreeing would also help me better understand my sentence, you know? Which I think is kind of just how people work in general. Which is why I love watching debates, but debate itself, being in a debate, is a really bad way to change somebody's mind. It's a good way to change an audience's mind, but not an individual, because all debate does is strengthen a person's um critique. Like, how do I word this? For a lot of people, um, debating something isn't about an exchange of ideas, but rather the idea of winning. I'm saying that in air quotations. So if I were to debate my brother on whether chocolate cake is better and he says the vanilla cake is better, me debating him on that is only going to give strengthen his arguments towards why he thinks vanilla is better. Because now he has to come up with more reasons to justify his love for vanilla cake over chocolate cake. Obviously, chocolate cake is still the right answer here, but yeah. But I still think debate is fun to listen to, and I do think I can change an audience's mind. I just don't know how effective it is for, person to person conversations, you know? But no, yeah. They're just thoughts I have. I wish more people would debate with open-mindedness, though, rather than with the idea of winning. But I also understand that we as a species are very competitive, you know? Okay, let's see. Oh, no, no, no. I'm not saying you started a debate. You didn't. I just think that the conversation think me thinking about um having a disagreement with you on something and then later changing my mind to agree with you on that thing after more reflection made me think about debate as a whole, which just led me into that conversational um thought process. Um I think debates are fine. I think arguments are annoying. You know, I wouldn't say that we exactly had a debate, but I do actually enjoy debates with people. Um, Not so much on the Discord server because I'd like the Discord server to be art related. But no, yeah, those are my thoughts. But in my real life, I do like debating with friends. If we're in a good mood, never debate people if you're in a bad mood because you're not debating what you're debating. You're just like being in a bad mood, and that's not fun for anybody involved. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Plus, I think part of the reason I really value debate in my real life is because I'm a person who does a lot of my thinking verbally. Um, and I don't know, I just don't like personally, I don't like just sitting alone in my head with my thoughts and trying to figure it out through my own inner echo chamber. I'd much rather talk my thoughts out with somebody and then through conversation figure out whether I agree or disagree with what I'm saying. I don't know if that's and as a result, I don't always think through what I'm saying as much. But when I say something and I later disagree with it, I think I did a pretty okay job at going back and being like, "Yo, I disagree with what I said 2 days ago," or something. Ooh, I found best reference photo. Iconic? Good for you. Okay, let's see. No, I forgot what I used as my blend tool for this. Well, it definitely is not this brush. Okay, we're going to combine these, which makes me so nervous, not gonna lie. And now we're gonna go underneath the line art, and we're gonna go a little bit darker, and then we're going to shade in the face. Hi, cat! I don't know. Are you guys people who tend to be more argument adverse and dislike or I guess someone no, I'll take that back. Are you people who I don't think many people like arguing. Are you people who enjoy debate, or are you people who would much rather be in like-minded company? I think personally, I do like-minded company to an extent, but I'd also much rather have somebody with some amount of disagreement with me. That way we can both build upon ideas rather than have a conversation that's just somebody saying yes or just me saying yes for 2 hours straight, you know? Like good debate, if it doesn't last for days. That's I think okay, for me, I think part of the thing that makes a good debate is, you're both having fun doing it for one. And by the way, I'm not talking about, like, an academic debate. I'm talking about, like, having a debate with a friend or something. You're both having fun with it, obviously. You both know when to let it go. Um, you're making new points and you're listening to each other. And I think listening is one of the biggest points that makes it either a fun thing or really exhausting, exasperating thing. I think when two people are listening to each other, there's a there are moments where somebody will pause and sit with what the other person said for a second. The ideas are new and fresh. Some of them might be a little bit undercooked, you know? Um, but I also think that if it's a debate that feels like you're listening to talking points rather than actual person, I think that becomes annoying because then at that point, it's is the person listening to what you're saying, or are they waiting for you to finish talking so they can get to their next point? And I think that's when it becomes aggravating. But no, yeah. Also, if it's something extremely personal you're debating, like if somebody's like, "Oh, I have a disease and I would like better healthcare so I can cover this disease." And the other person's like, "I don't think you deserve healthcare." And you're like, "Ah." I don't think that's a fun debate. That seems more like a fighting for your existence kinda thing. But no, yeah. Those are my thoughts on what makes a fun debate with friends. Yes, that is kind of thing a thing I would do. Oh, hello! If it's about art, I could do it for a bit. Me and my dad talk about art a lot. Ooh, that's fun. No, yeah, I love debating my dad. I think part of the reason I like debate is because of him. We've had a lot of fun debatey conversations. This hand, the proportions are off, and I'm just realizing this. No! Okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this hand here, and we're gonna drag it down a little bit. How's your day going? This bothers me on so many levels. That's a lot better. And then we're going to actually, we're gonna have a dark shadow. Okay, wait, first, we're gonna go here. Let's make sure we can actually see that. Here, color underneath here. We're gonna go underneath that layer, draw all the way underneath it. Bloop, bloop, bloop. That's covered. Just covering up some of the holes. Oh, sorry, may I get some sleep? I got like 3 hours of sleep. If you have to go, you can get going. Go to bed. Oh my goodness. No, yeah, I've been getting 3 hours of sleep recently. Don't forget to like stream. Oh my goodness. No, yeah, go to bed. Sleep well. My goodness. You guys don't need to ask permission for that. Oh my gosh. Okay. Anyway, continuing on. Okay, all right. See ya. See ya. That is not the right color. Okay. Let's do this. Reduce opacity. Okay. I think with this, my goal is to make a fully formed drawing. Um, I think at a certain point, once I get deep enough, I'm going to obviously shift my direction with this drawing and start to go, you know, less referencey, less what she looks like. But for now, here's what I'm going with. Reduce the opacity to middle. Oops, I completely just dropped my pencil. Okay, so I know that I'm going to a few years ago, I watched a YouTube video that was talking about how drawing in silence can really help your art process. And at the time, I thought, I like listening to music. Drawing in silence is boring. And I think part of that is because we're all overstimulated anyways. But also, I do think drawing in silence genuinely does help your art. Now that I do art live streams where 99% of the time I am drawing in complete silence while just talking by myself. I think it allows you to concentrate a bit better, but it is a little bit boring, not gonna lie, compared to drawing with music. But no, yeah. Um, I mean, I think at the end of the day, if drawing with music or drawing while listening to something helps you draw more, without lose if you have the idea of, that you have to draw with, no music or anything, and as a result, you start to avoid drawing, then that's like at that point, it's counterproductive because it'd be better if you just drew in the first place than if you drew the exact perfect way. Just as when it comes to exercise, there's ways that it's better to exercise or more efficient to exercise. But if those things are getting in the way of you exercising, because every time you have to do it perfectly, and now you're avoiding exercising in general. That's not good, you know? But do the best you can do. That's the moral of the story. But no, yeah. Okay. So now we're gonna draw the back of this finger. Okay. Okay. This finger is so janky. Don't know how it works. Okay, I think I'm gonna need to reduce that here. And we know that goes forward here. We're gonna move that in, just a little bit. And then we're gonna move that out, move this in, over here, here. Okay. Now we're gonna go back in here with a darker shade. Oh, hi, Lacey. Why, hello, Lies. But like LYLKYZ. OMG, Lacey. Spate. Why does that sound like a food? Okay, let's see. Spacey, yo! Yo! What's up? Okay, let's see. Da-ba-da-ba-da. Sometimes it happens. Did the message I put in pin go missing? Oh, oh, I forgot to pin it. No. Yeah, she's gone missing. I don't know why the first few messages are gone. Hi, hi. Welcome, Ash. Okay, let's see. This drawing is the definition of I don't know what I'm doing. This feels like a paint by the numbers drawing, but like more confusing. I just realized I should be flipping the drawing back and forth. That's hard, and I'm gonna look at the mouth, and the mouth is gonna look lumpy. Uh, okay, hold on. Camera, edit. I forgot how to duplicate. Hold on. Duplicate, edit, flip. Okay, so now I have a flipped version of this drawing. Blah, blah, blah. I'm sorry. I don't know why it disappeared in the void, though. That's the same face. It's Luffy. Also, these should go back a little bit. Yeah. Okay, Imma pin it. Pin! You've been pinned. No, no, yeah. Okay, what do we have here so far? Ugh. Let's go here and get a bit lighter. Oh my goodness. Sir. Sir. Okay. What have you guys been working on art-wise? There we go. Right now, it's mostly about blocking in the highlights, not so much worrying about what everything looks like. Why is this so blue? Is everything else orange by accident? Aha! Everything was orange by accident. There we go. Oh, I'm back with go to bed! I don't know why, but I have no motivation. That's okay. Sometimes motivation, going away from us just means we need to do something else for a little while. You know? Don't force inspiration on yourself. I think the body's a pretty wellish adjusted system, and I think sometimes it's important to listen to what it's saying. So if you're hungry, eat something. If you're thirsty, drink something. Or maybe you have diabetes, but don't worry about that part if that's the case. And then if you're not feeling motivation for drawing, then like take a little break, and that's okay. Okay, let's see. Um, literally me not having any food today. Eat food! I concern for you guys. Same for real. I'm gonna make this lighter. OMG, yay? Question mark. I literally haven't eaten anything. My goodness. You guys are like me. I feel like there's a trend going on of people forgetting to eat. Not a trend, but like I feel like I know a lot of people who forget to eat, you know? Like I wonder are we as a society forgetting about food more often? I have no answers. I only have questions. What is leading us to forget our basic bodily functions to this extent? other brushes can I blend with for this? What do you do, dirty smudge? Oops. Need a blending brush, not that. Dry ink. Good enough. We leave some finger marks, but that's okay. I like this one because it leaves since it's so scrubby, it's still leaving a lot of the shape that I have originally. That's nice. I literally just want something to move pigment around. Okay. Da, 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 da. Oh, see you guys. No, I think you guys should take a food break. Depends on your situation. No, true. Um, I think it definitely does depend on the situation, but I do think that I have a bunch of friends from different economic classes, and I have noticed that all of them forget to eat for various reasons. Plus, I think there's a difference between forgetting to eat and not being able to eat, you know? Or like not being able to afford to eat, you know? Although I can see there being some overlap. Oof, I love how awful this looks so far. Can I try the fluffy gouache? Oh, that is awful. Baldy, baldy. I'm making a drawing of a baldy. And bald people are pretty. When I was a kid, I used to I used to love like okay, favorite hairstyle as a kid, not on me, but on other people. I used to love the way like bald heads looked so much. Like, it's so pretty. But like, I mean, like I like it now, but as a kid, I used to think about it a lot. I'd be like, what if I was a little baldy? I'd be like, yeah. Anyway, the thoughts I had as a child. So I'd like stare in the mirror or like, you know, like cover up my hair or something and be like, dang, that looks cool. I think part of it is because I had a oh had have an aunt who cut off her hair because she thought it looked cool. And that like little tiny me was like, that's awesome. But yeah. And that was the beginning of my villain arc. For okay, wait. Still asking for the Skyman, the portrait. Who's Skyman? Who is this? Where's the Joker? Okay, let's see. Bring this in a little bit more. Let's do the reverse here and bring that out a little bit more. Oh, that's why it looks so goofy. There we go. Um, oh, a portrait I saw on your screen that I thought was beautiful. Skyman. Portrait on my screen. One of my past videos or one of my screensavers? Is it somebody flying and doing, like, a flip? 'Cause I remember that one vaguely. Past vids. Which one is it? I think it might have been up more. This one? I should redo that s sometime. It's like a big head. Big head, Skyman. Any other descriptions? This one? None of those, probably. This guy? This guy? Stops. Realistic and almost sunset. Him? Sunset, sunset. Oh, that's cute. You could see his nostrils. Tell me if you see me scroll past it. Man, sunset, nostrils. Him? Not Danny DeVito. None of these are sunset. Out of perspective. Man, nostrils, perspective. This is the last perspective one I remember. Man, nostrils, perspective. Perspective, man, nostrils. Humana. Don't think it's any of these. Well, I like zooming in on these instead of tapping them. Just tap it. None of those. It could be in a museum for real. I have this guy. Well, that's not sunset either. We have my brother eating spaghetti in the kitchen. There's this one. Not the one with Makima. I don't think it's any of these. Mm, okay, you can see his mouth, the rest of the body. The main focus was the man, upward perspective, orange sky, pink blue clouds. See. This one? Okay, hold on. Oh wait, hold on. Actually, that's the wrong one. Okay, you couldn't see his mouth or the rest of his body. The main focus was the man's upward perspective, orange sky. Okay. This one? You can't see his mouth. There's pink and blue. Oh my goodness! That's one of my best friends. I should do a drawing of this. Well, I know what I'm doing this stream. I forgot about that. I'm painting it. We're doing it. We're doing the Skyman stream. Give me a second. The fact that you remember that is amazing. Let me turn that to black and white for now. And then I'm going to duplicate, edit, flip. Okay, let's get started. Give me a second. I completely forgot about that. Wow. Got a blank canvas. Well, what happened is he was sitting in the room and we were FaceTiming and the lighting was really good in his room. So I'm like, I should paint this. I should edit this into like a photo. And that's what I did. And that's how I got the Skyman drawing. Oops. Let's start this off with a straight line. So recording, canvas, drawing guide. Make sure we get these together. Drawing assist. Make sure we leave enough room for his head. We can always edit it later. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. There we go. Take off these guidelines. We're gonna scrub around it. That way it looks like this is just scrubbed with pencil and there's no edited blob in the middle. Okay. So now we have that line done. I feel honored. I'm glad. Oh gosh. I don't know how to do this perspective. Circle here, up, over, I guess, up, clean the nose, over, down. Okay, let's get plotting this out. This is a high stakes drawing. I can't get it wrong. It's a life and death situation. I shall get his snore if you may correct. Failure is not an option. It never was an option. Okay, let's see. Up, over. Maybe I should put a grid on the drawing and then draw out the grid. Drawing faces of people I'm friends with is definitely a lot harder than drawing people I don't know. It's not life or death, but now I wanna show it to him when I'm done. And that's what makes this a difficult, if you may, situation. Also, everything's life and death if you take it dramatically enough. Let's put this down here, make it a clipping mask. There we go. Um, up, over, this one's here, more like here, up, around. Maybe I should have did a different art style. Now that I'm thinking about it, mayhaps I could have picked one that was less difficult than my current art style. Is this gonna be a trust the process moment or complete failure? Will this be the end of my art career? Find out in the next episode of Dragon Ball Z Kai. Oh, oh yeah, I actually need to sleep now. Good night! She thinks this is a good place to end the stream, and then I can start this back up when I do my next stream. Then I could go back to playing Zelda. Okay, let's see. Down a little lower. Let's change the tilt of the head a little bit too. Yeah. Okay. I think I'm gonna get ending stream here. Oh gosh, I've created two monstrosities that I shall finish tomorrow. I know you hope you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and as always,